Some cooler weather. Already feeling that tonight with some clouds, some fog out there, Dan.
Yeah, it started on this what's the date today? The 24th, 25th? 25th day of May. May gray, that's kind of what it feels like out there. Just like, I was like, wait a minute. It's the 90s inland, and we saw the clouds rolling in, and it got into the 50s on the coast. After yesterday, we had 80s on the beaches yesterday, and actually, in many cases this morning, we had 80s. We got into, I think, 84 in Watsonville today, Salinas in the mid-80s, Hollister mid-80s. We got to the 90s in King City. We showed you that record high today. Pretty impressive numbers out there, but once those low clouds rolled in, it got chilly in a hurry, and the clouds have really stuck around and filled in eventually to the south side of the bay as well. Monterey actually was pretty sunny throughout the day because the winds were out of the south, and that downsloping wind off the peninsula allowed for clearer skies on the south side of the bay, but that wasn't the case in Santa Cruz. But out there tonight, clouds, patchy fog, even into the Monterey area. One weather alert to tell you about tonight. It does expire tomorrow morning, but in case you were heading out tomorrow morning for that morning walk on the beach, just keep in mind there's an enhanced risk of sneaker waves and rip currents. Probably not going to be swimming at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Maybe you do a polar plunge. I don't know. Just be extra careful near the water. And even once this expires tomorrow, we will have some bigger swells coming in at times for the rest of the week. So probably just a good habit to be in, to be keeping your eyes on the water no matter what, and just knowing your space when those waves are coming up. Just always be aware of the sea. It's a good idea. Let's talk about where we're headed, though, temperature-wise and cloud-wise for the rest of the week. This ridge of high pressure that brought the heat is now moving east. We're going to be hearing about record highs probably through the Four Corners region, maybe even to the southern plains over the next couple of days, but it won't be the case on the west coast anymore. This weather system coming ashore into the Pacific Northwest, likely to cause some showers and thunderstorms in places like Oregon and Washington. They're talking about the potential for some severe weather up there, you know, kind of akin to what you'd see on the plain states. An interesting event unfolding up there, but we're going to be too far to the south. And while the storm track will be a little bit more aggressive on the west coast in the coming days, we're really only going to be on the edge of it. So we do have the chance of some rain tomorrow. Well, not really tomorrow, more of drizzly tomorrow, but Thursday and Friday. But we're just going to catch maybe a couple of light showers. In the meantime, overnight tonight into tomorrow, we have low clouds, fog, and maybe a little bit of that drizzle. This is our look at our future track, hour by hour into that morning commute, 3 to 6 a.m. Low clouds filling in around the bay, patchy fog. Can't rule out a little spritz of drizzle out there. So there could be some damp spots on the roadways. Tomorrow during the day, those southerly winds will actually keep going. So I expect us to clear out in Monterey again tomorrow. But Santa Cruz, you may not be as lucky as the southerly flow commences. But the Santa Cruz Mountains will be much cooler and maybe even drizzlier throughout the afternoon and into the evening tomorrow night, whereas the south side of the bay should get some sunshine. That marine layer is going to keep deepening, though. So tomorrow night, widespread low clouds expected to push into some of those interior valleys. And then late tomorrow night, a weak disturbance passes by. It could bring us a couple of sprinkles into Thursday morning, not just on the coast, but maybe even inland. As far as your temperatures tomorrow, take a look at how things change. We got up to like 87 yesterday in Boulder Creek. How about 59 tomorrow? Santa Cruz yesterday, 85 degrees, 60 tomorrow. Just a shift in that wind can really make a big difference. Highs only in the 50s in the Santa Cruz Mountains tomorrow. And look at Bonnie Doon, down to 55 overnight. High of 56 tomorrow. You're pretty much just going to sit in the mid-50s throughout the night and into the day tomorrow as that marine layer deepens. On the south and east we go. We'll see some upper 60s, Salinas, Hollister, Gilroy, maybe even Marina. A little bit cooler up toward Aptos and Watsonville, where those winds will come in off of the bay. On the peninsula, quite the change depending on where you are. On the north-facing side of the peninsula, upper 60s, they're in Monterey to Seaside, but only 59 at Pebble Beach with that southerly wind. Not a strong southerly wind, just kind of a southerly breeze with that cool wind coming in out of the south. Down south, we will see some 70s, perhaps mid-70s in Carmel Valley, Soledad, Greenfield, King City, some of our hot spots tomorrow, but no 90s like we saw today and yesterday. So, as I mentioned, the weather pattern becoming a little bit more active in the coming days. Nothing it's all that concerning outside of some nuisance showers as we head into the day, Thursday and Friday. So we're just going to kind of get clipped by these weather systems. Just a little bit of light rain possible at times. We got a bit of a break on Saturday, and then a better chance of rain rolls in on Sunday as a weather system with somewhat of an atmospheric river arrives. Now, models are kind of differing on how this is going to play out for us. Sunday, I do think we're going to get some rain. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but some models are kind of showing that atmospheric river lingering, and then the next system behind it picks it up also in the Monday to Tuesday time frame and perhaps produces a little heavier rain from it. So that's just some of the model solutions obviously that's a week out and a lot can change. We're going to be watching it closely for you. In the meantime, here's your 7-day forecast. Cooler, unsettled weather here for the next several days. Be prepared for that. Keep the umbrella handy. You probably won't need it all the time, but a stray shower will certainly be possible Thursday and Friday. We should be dry on Saturday. Rain chances looking more likely Sunday and probably into early next week as well, and highs all the while staying at or below normal for this time of year. Inland areas also cool after hot. A little bit on the wet side too. We'll keep an eye on that for you as well, so stay tuned to the forecast.
Okay, back to reality.